I'm back. What the fuck? Guys, what happened? What happened to Kha'Zix while I was gone? Why is he suddenly bending over for every jungler he sees? Ah, okay, I get it. I'll tell you why in a sec. But first, hello. You might be wondering where I've been, and to answer that, I went to Japan. Yeah, I double jumped over there and had one of the best trips of my life. I gotta say, it was absolutely amazing. The whole trip was documented on my Discord if you're interested in seeing that, but anyway, back to reality. And the reality is that Kha'Zix is fucking terrible right now. He's sitting at about a 46% win rate in Master Plus and about 48% in the lower elos. And when he's that low in Platinum Diamond, you know something's wrong with him at the moment, because normally he'd be sitting comfortably at a reasonably high 50% or so, but nope. Now, why is this? Well, you probably know the mid-season patch 14.10 changed a lot of things. Most notably, there were a lot of changes to 80 carry itemization. Oh yeah, of course there was, wasn't there? 80 carries everywhere, no matter where you go, huh? Yeah, okay. But no, there were a lot of changes to the domination runes, specifically Sudden Impact. Sudden Impact has been completely destroyed, having its lethality removed, and instead you just get like a little bump of true damage, similar to Cheap Shot. Man, that rune is completely ruined. Rest in peace, my guy. Rest in peace. To make matters worse, they also tampered with the Hunter runes. Can we get an F in the comments for Ingenious Hunter? That is no longer with us. Unlucky. Definitely not something that was really needed on Kha'Zix, but that option is now gone, which is a shame. But another big hitter is actually Relentless Hunter, having its base out of combat move speed removed. So you're now down a flat 5 move speed if you take Relentless throughout the game. This to me is it's a really powerful sleeper hidden nerf that is probably contributing to Kha'Zix getting destroyed at the moment, because Ka is already a fairly slow jungler, so now he's even slower, which sucks really bad. But that's not even half of it, man. They changed First Strike so it gives less gold while adding a minuscule, and I mean really minuscule, amount of damage on it. They removed Futures Market, so it's going to be harder for us to power spike on lethality items, and my god, all of these things combined, alongside the insanely powerful state of squishy rolls like 80 carries, mages, and enchanters, yeah, I can kind of see why this champ is not doing so hot right now. Oh boy, that was a lot. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, Ghost got nerfed, barrier 80 carries and mages are back, and the fact that this champ no longer does damage to anyone. Yeah, okay, I get it now. Alright, so what the hell are we gonna do? Don't worry guys, I've learnt the hard way that a lot of Kha'Zix builds in this patch are struggling. I've tried literally everything, from the more traditional builds to the Chinese builds to more of my unconventional builds with Halo Blades. I've tried basically everything, and what screams out to me is that no matter how you slice it, even if you get fed early, you will still have a hard time playing against the meta provided the enemy is itemizing properly. This is because of how absurdly bulky mages and 80 carries are in this meta, and how absurdly good supports are at peeling for these carries now. Make sense? Oh wait, I forgot something. How does it just keep getting worse? Why? How does that happen? On top of that, Plated Steel Caps got its armor buffed by 5, its cost lowered by 100, in exchange for a small nerf to its basic attack reduction. Come on! For an 80 caster assassin like Kha'Zix, that is fucking catastrophic for him. It means bruisers can buy that shit earlier, and all of a sudden you do not deal damage. You don't deal enough damage to take fights when one of their teammates is even remotely nearby. Okay, so how do we play if we can't rely on the one-shot, and if we can't take as many fights as we used to? The answer is Bruiser Kha'Zix. Muramana. Yeah, Muramana. Muramana is what I've concluded is the right way to go. But I don't know. I still have to test more with it. But from my experience, the Muramana Spike 2nd has felt the best out of all of the builds I've tried. Here's the setup. We take First Strike with 3 boots, new Futures Market replacement, Triple Tonic, and Cosmic Insight. You can run Jack of all trades too, that new rune that gives you haste and AD, but since you're taking Muramana, I think you want the item haste for the tier stacking. We pair this with Eyeball Collection, and Treasure Hunter for the gold. Don't even think about Sudden Impact now, that shit is simply lackluster and nothing more. We start with Yumu's for the amazing early tempo and cheap cost, we grab a tier while we build it, and then we build into Muramana. The rest of the build is straightforward, Ceruldas, Edge of Night, Profane Hydra, and the result is a build that does damage and enables a reasonably strong Kha'Zix mid-game. So that's what I've been cooking. I'm not really one to say my champ is bad all the time, but when I go from winning basically every game, with fucking Hail of Blades Triforce Kha'Zix last patch, to losing pretty much every single game on Kha'Zix this patch with regular meta builds, I know that something is wrong. And that's why I'm addressing this now. I don't know how it is for you guys, but for me, League has been hell this patch. One more update and then we'll get into the game, guys. The big Kha'Zix guide that I've been working on is complete. It will be released soon. I just need to check over everything. I'm sorry it would have been out sooner, but the patch forced me to redo a bunch of things in the guide, and also I went overseas. I hope you understand. Anyway, that's about it. It's good to be back. I missed you guys a lot. So without further ado, how about we get into this juicy Kha'Zix game using the new Muramana setup for this patch. Okay, here we go. It's been a while. But we're finally here with another Kha'Zix video. I know the intro was long, so if you watched that, then you know what this build is going to be about. If you haven't watched it, this is the Muramana build that I was talking about in the intro. And in my opinion, this is the best feeling build in the game for Kha'Zix right now. I've tried literally everything, and I just, yeah, I have not lost with this build yet. It feels really good scaling, really good damage, and yeah, very, very good. Now first, I want to talk about the path. You might notice that I've started Raptors now. This is something I've started to do recently, just because getting Raptors off first, getting them on cooldown, means that you can path back into them after you're clear. So you can actually end up with a lot of farm and be pretty close to level 5 if you return to your Raptors after the full clear. And yeah, I've been doing that lately because the fights that you can take as Kha'Zix at the moment are somewhat limited, and so I've been really enjoying the Raptors start in order to sort of get myself a bit of an XP boost, especially if there's lanes that I can't really gank. And you know, it gets you sort of faster it gets you sort of closer to level 6, and that is very, very useful. So I actually see a good gank opportunity here, so I'm going to forego the rest of my clear, and I'm going to head away from the wolves, away from the blue buff, sorry, and I'm going to loop around. These guys, it's pretty obvious that these guys know that I'm coming, or like I'm on the bottom side of the map, but I've made it very hard to sort of counter this gank here, because I've just gone around, and Alistar goes for a very nice engage. All I do is walk up. Corki goes for an early flash. This immediately gives me a chance to flash E onto him. He uses barrier, and Rel almost saves him. I almost fucking die there, which is bizarre. Like, come on. That was crazy. The fact that I took so much damage there, insane. But yeah, we do get our first kill of the game just because I dedicated that time to going for that sort of path towards the gank. If I were to have gone through the middle, just down the river, I feel like it may not have been as successful. I don't know, man. Maybe I didn't even have to walk around, but it is what it is. Anyway, Viego is level 4, and he's on the top side of the map. He, I think he got a gank off top successfully, and unfortunately, this kind of, like that whole sort of farming path I was going for, doesn't really apply anymore because Viego is going to take my respawned Raptors. This is actually pretty bad for me, because I'm just basically gifting him level 4 Raptors here, which is, it is very good for him, but thankfully, these should respawn, yep, right about now, and I'm just in time to take these right on cue as I finish my bot side jungle, and I know that these are going to come up because he's pathed up top side. So yeah, I'm able to take these away. Now, the Krugs are up too, I can take those as well. However, I chose not to because I don't see bot lane. And I also don't know if, what did you call it? If Viego has recalled or not. I have no idea. He could have recalled and instantly went bot side, and then I'd just be fucking screwed. So I decided not to go for the Krugs here. But turns out he didn't go for a recall. He just went, I think, I'm not sure what he did. He stayed topside anyway, and he's going to get another gank off here, which is unfortunate, and he's getting pretty damn, well, he's doing pretty nice for himself, let's just say that. Okay, he didn't get a gank off top. Something happened top, I don't know. Yeah, so I know my Raptors are gone, and this gives me the sort of safety, sort of reassurance that I can take my Krugs with these. I thought he may have taken these, having not recalled, but then I counted his CS and realized, no, he can't. So, yeah, gonna be able to take these away. And right now, my priority is going for the grubs here. I'm going for the grubs as soon as possible so that I can try and get level 6 ASAP. And also the grub buff is really nice, of course. Now, for the build, my first back, I was able to get a Dirk and a Tear, which is pretty much perfect. You normally want to just... Yeah, you pretty much have to get the Tear first back. Like, there's no other option. So ideally, you don't recall with, like, 400 gold or some shit. You want to at least have a longsword, but if possible, you know, get 2 longswords and a Tear, or, you know, best case scenario, Dirk Tear. Like, that's the best outcome. And, yeah, that's what you want to go for. Okay, so I take the 2 grubs. I don't take the last one because I don't want them to know where I am. We see Viego in the bot side going for the dragon. I guess I guess them going for the dragon means that they know where I am. I could have walked over a ward or something, I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah, I may as well have just taken the last one, I guess, but whatever, it is what it is. And, actually, yeah, I should have taken the last one, because I think that would have... I think the wolves would have got me to level 6. Oh, whatever. Okay, so they're taking dragon, and this is not a fight I want to take, but I make a mistake here. And it's not the mistake you're thinking. This is just oceanic bullshit at its finest. 2 people just going in for no reason and fucking dying. Oh my god, man. Like, it's just so doomed. Anyway, I don't want to go in on this. But the problem is that I didn't ping that I didn't want to go in. So, yeah. I kind of, like, I don't know. I feel like that could have been avoided if I just pinged back, but it's all good. It's whatever. I have to just return to my jungle and take camps. And this is going to net me a reasonably fast level 6. Not too bad at all. But, yeah. Going to evolve the Q. And I'm also going to get another potion. The potion that gives you adaptive force. Pretty damn good. Fight is wrecking out here. I'm going to run over and see if I can get something here. Rel is going to try and stop me, so I'm just going to use everything and flash on the cookie for the kill. Not much else I can do there, so I'm going to back off. But at least we hit a kill. Very, very good. I'm going to recall instantly because basically there's nothing I can do here. What's happened here is I believe Viego path bot to top and got a kill. Yeah, so my options are somewhat limited there. I have no... I don't think I have much of a choice but to just recall. He takes the last Void Grub, so at least we know where he is, and from there we can sort of deduce where he might go. But yeah, slowly building into the Ghost Blade. Tier slowly stacking. You're not going to get the tier for a while. Sorry. You're not going to get Muramana stacked for a while. So we're not, you know, entirely playing for it. But once we do get the Muramana fully stacked, the power spike is just absolutely amazing. Even Mana Moon is a pretty reasonable power spike. Like, it's... I think people severely underestimate how strong Mana Moon itself is as a... You know, when it's not upgraded. Because you're going to get AD from its passive, which gives you AD based on your mana, I believe. So, you're actually getting a very reasonable chunk of AD from Mana Moon, which doesn't make its... you know, it doesn't make it feel bad to sit on a Mana Moon while you're trying to stack it up. But yeah, fight's breaking out here. I'm actually looking for an invade here because I was kind of wondering where Viego is. I don't see him bot side, so I'm like, okay, he must be around here, right? Maybe I can try fight him. So I'm looking for him here, and then I spot him, and I'm like, fuck. I jump over him, and we go for a fight. But unfortunately, yeah, me jumping over him there is pretty damn shit. And also, press the attack is fucking ridiculous. Like, what the hell? I lost half my health in, like, 1 Q auto attack, which was insane. It did more damage than my fucking isolated Q, hello? So that was ridiculous. He has Kraken Slayer. And yeah, that was just a bit of an awkward scenario. I thought he was, like, running, because I was, like, pretty confident I could win that fight. But I guess not. And I don't think I used my red pot there, which I should have. Because that would have maybe... Nah, I think I still would have lost that regardless, just because of the bad engage, but... You know, red pot is definitely something you want to keep in mind if you're going for like invades and shit. Now this is a fucking terrible situation. I'm like, my team's fine, right? Nothing's gonna happen here. And I try to kill him with no leap and shit. I used all my abilities on the fucking wolves, and so I'm waiting for cooldowns while I try to kill this guy, but I can't, and I just die. So that was just the unfortunate scenario. Like nothing else to say there. I thought my team was totally fine, but I guess not. Like, I suppose that was my bad. I should have maybe just waited around, but I don't like waiting around. Like, if I try and predict the outcome before it even happens, usually. And to me, people looked fine there, but, you know, Viego doing Viego things. Anyway, this looks good. Alistair's gonna blast cone over the wall, and, you know, Grell just suicides for no reason. But I know this guy doesn't have ulti, and he doesn't have flash, so this guy's like completely stuck. I'm trying to not get one shot like I did before, and we're gonna be able to shut him down very comfortably. Azira's gonna go for a kill on Corki, but of course barrier. Oh, barrier, my favorite thing in the game right now. Fucking fantastic spell to play against. Super cool. But I'm gonna be able to get a third kill off of that. Very cool. I'm kind of just farming this Corki, I guess. And that is kind of what's keeping me in the game. Very, very cool. 5 stacks of eyeball. Dragon's coming up, which is perfect timing. We're going to be able to take this with no issue. And that's basically going to be it. We have the Ghost Blade now, so all that's like our main focus is just to kind of scale. We've kind of got through the early game pretty comfortably. So as soon as we hit that second item spec with Muramana, like we're going to be in a very comfortable position for sure. Alright, so Dragon gets taken. Very good. Gonna run back up into the jungle and just try and get as much XP and gold that we can to yeah, to just kind of like try and stay in the game and, you know, try not to fall behind too much. Renekton is just gonna, I mean, it's, I don't know, man. In my opinion, it's painfully obvious he's topside, but I didn't ping it, so that's kind of my bad as well. You gotta remember that if you're a jungler and you're really used to tracking, you need to ping things like more often, because a lot of laners don't have any fucking clue how to track junglers, and it's really bad. It's a terrible habit that laners do. They don't know how to track the enemy jungle at all. And when that happens, you get Renektons like these who are just kind of lost and have no idea like how to play the game. No hate to this guy, but he is not paying attention to where jungler is, and because of it, he's dying. So yeah. Anyway, we see Viego top. I know he's playing top side, right? So this is why I'm bot side. I'm just invading him and making sure I'm taking his shit while he's up there. Because if I don't do this, like he's already level 10. Look at that shit. He's level 10. I'm level 8. Hello? But that's just because he's getting so much done on the map. Whereas I am sort of more limited in terms of my options. So I have to play sort of reactively and just kind of take what I can in these situations. So yeah, taking what I can. I managed to take his bot side. This looks good for me. I was maybe thinking bot side. We pressure the Corki, but that's not going to happen. And so I'm just going to recall. We have 2,000 gold, so looking very good. What I do is I get the Warhammer, and I also get plated steel caps. So I don't normally buy defensive boots, but I kind of I told myself, bro, you need to buy defensive boots more often, because you are just not going to win any fight if you run cooldown boots all the time. Especially against a Viego who's very, like, he's just such a threat. Like, really need to get that fucking steel caps to sort of stand a chance against him. I know he's coming here, right? I know that there's an invade coming. Yes, I almost lose my red, and I'm forced to R out. Don't want to fight that. That's obviously a terrible fight to pick. I know he's coming because they took the Herald, and so it's like it's in his best interest to go for an invade there, where he has an advantage and he can sort of pressure with the roll. But yeah, managed to secure the red. No harm done. My ult is on cooldown though. That's the only thing. We don't have much haste to work with for this initial build. Like, that's why going Lucid Boots is so amazing on Kha'Zix, because it gives you that much needed haste in order for the fucking champion to feel good, you know. But in this case, I really have to just kind of just suck it up and go for the defensive boots, because League of Legends right now. But hey, I'm not complaining. Like, we got +5 armor and minus 100 gold on the steel cap, so that does benefit us as well if we choose to buy it. But yeah, having that steel cap buff is definitely fucking painful as an assassin. But yeah. Anyway, this is a bad fight. We don't want to take this, so I am just sort of doing nothing but farming. And yeah, this time I hang around in case they go for another dive like they did before. But yeah, not gonna really happen here. Maybe looking to walk up in case Switch gets some sort of damage on it, on the enemy team, but it's not happening. They drop Herald, and I'm just gonna execute it here. I don't have to do this, but at least I'm getting some XP, I guess. Not too bad here. Veigar's in my jungle. This is bad by them. This is an overextend. I'm pretty strong. I have steel caps. Not too worried here. I'm looking for a fight. They do take the blue, but I do want to fight this. But they are waiting for me. Hello. Veigar thinks I went to my Gromp, and that is actually really good for us because Alistar knocks him into isolation. I get a big combo on him, jump over the wall. I get stunned, so I can't finish him off with my auto attack, so I have to flash forward, get the auto attack off. Corki's isolated, and I have steel caps, so I can walk up to him pretty easily. And Raul is just dead in the water. Yeah, and overall, very good. Big throw by the enemy team, getting a bit too greedy, not really respecting us, and yeah, very good stuff. You can see the sort of value from steel caps there, just a little bit. Like, it's not crazy value, but you notice that the Corki did significantly less damage to me because I had steel caps. Like, that is you know, it just goes to show how insane these things are. Like, defensive boots are really, really, in my opinion, I think their importance, like, they have a higher importance right now because everything sort of one-shots you if you have no defense. So yeah, definitely want to consider the thingies, defensive boots sometimes. Anyway, we get the Manamune, and we're gonna evolve our R. So I like QR here. This is just because it's gonna let me duel really nicely. Q is for the farming early and stuff, and the R evolve is just for, you know, sneaking into places and getting that nice isolated opportunity off. Maybe, you know, maybe like this Victor right here. Boom. I mean, this is just perfect here. He just never sees it coming. Go for a kill here. Nice and easy kill with first strike. I get a bunch of gold off that too. Very good. Not able to get the rel, that's fine. Overall, that's amazing for me. I got so much gold off that. He had a shutdown as well. I'm not sure why. He only had 2 kills, probably through farm. But yeah, incredible play. Like, just such, like, that one kill alone has given us so much value. We're able to recall with 1600 gold and progress to our next item, which is going to be Cerulda's. Cerulda's core is just 3rd in this meta. I mixed the words up in that sentence. Cerulda's 3rd is core in this meta. Sorry. Like, everyone and their mum and their grandma and their dad and their child is going plated steel caps or something defensive, so having that Cerulda's is pretty much imperative in order to penetrate through armor and shit. Very, very important. Anyway, you can see I'm holding the wolf here so that I can get my Muramana, and perfect timing because this guy, feels like he saw me coming. Okay. What the fuck am I looking at, man? He's trying to avoid me. He sees me on the ward, but then he just walks back into me. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I playing here, man? Look, listen, I didn't pay these guys for the YouTube video, but I may as well have. I may as well have. Oh my gosh, man. Anyway, you can see just how much our power spiked with the Muramana. From barely being able to kill the Corki before in that dragon pit to just outright one-shotting him there and then. Like, I hope you can see right there just how strong that Muramana spike is. Enemy team is walking into our jungle. Obviously, we want to back off from that. Don't have an ulti, have to be a little bit careful. Enemy team's going topside. They want to dive this, I believe, but they obviously saw us coming, and so we managed to get them to back off a little bit. Very, very good. And now we just do our thing. Honestly, like, once we hit the Muramana spike and we get that Cerulda's, we're at the point where we can just reliably one-shot anyone we want. Well, most people, anyway. I see this Corki and I'm like, yeah, he looks pretty juicy. But there could be someone there could be someone around, except there's not. So I'm going to be able to go on to him here. No isolation. Remember that Corki reveals you, so got to be a little bit careful with his Q. And I see people topside, so I'm like, hey, this looks cool. Let me go to the bot side, check to see if Raptors are up. No, they're not. Vega's still topside. I should be just taking the wave here. This is what I should be doing. Well, I'm missing out on some valuable farm here. Jungler CSing, nice one. Everyone's top, having fun. Guys, there's no reason for you to be topside here if you're the enemy team. No reason to be top here because there's nothing on the map topside worth getting. There's no fucking tower to get there. There's just Baron, and there's no way you're gonna get Baron there. Absolutely no way. So, yeah, in my opinion, they're wasting a lot of time by being up there. But I'm not, you know, and this is why I've been able to scale so nicely. It's because I'm focused on, you know, getting all the farm I can and not picking stupid fights or getting baited into dumb situations. Like, that's very important and something I mentioned in my guide quite a bit. Okay, so got a bunch of camps, recall. I'm farming to my Surrealdas here, and guess what? I've got it just in time for the dragon coming up in a minute. I asked for vision in the bot side of the map, and Alistar listens. He's recalling and he's getting ready to provide me with some vision in the bot side. This is how you win games. You ping. You ping what you want, and usually your team will actually coordinate with you. You know, I think I say a lot that you kind of want to prioritize yourself and shit, but team play is still extremely important for this game of League of Legends, for sure. Especially nowadays. Anyway. Okay, so we're trying to contest vision here. Everyone is in the bush there. Alistar gets called out. This is a preemptive ult here. I thought maybe they would have gone for a harder engage there, and they would have split up, but they didn't. And so I end up wasting my R a little bit there. I do chunk the Corki, but yeah, wasting my R like that is just not ideal. Have nothing up. I gotta walk up here. Looked very juicy. Corki, WQ would have died. He would have died there. Necton's gonna go in. I find a good isolated Q onto the Aatrox. He's gonna go down. And don't really have much up. Have to just sort of walk up here. Want to engage. Enemy is going to disengage. Very good fight at the very least. And yeah, Renekton did a lot of work there. And you know, Twitch Azir in the back just sort of spraying people down. Very, very good. We're going to be able to take the dragon yet again. And this is sort of the point in the game where, although, well, I wouldn't say we're like struggling early, but, you know, the Viega was clearly ahead of us, being almost 2 levels up, and all of a sudden now it's like very even, and I'm starting to pull out ahead. Yeah, like, the key thing here, and the thing why I enjoy this build so much, is that we sort of play to the strength of Kha'Zix. Like, he becomes strong at around this time, and it just so happens that you get Muramana at around this time as well. So, you know, it just kind of works out. Like, at the time where Kha'Zix is meant to be strong, you know, you're getting an item that is also meant to be strong at around this time, and yeah, it just feels really good, especially in this meta, because I don't really see myself getting too many opportunities early. But hey, I guess we managed to this game, I suppose. A rare exception. Normally, there's a lot more CC and bullshit like that, you know, instead of the relatively squishy team this game. But yeah. Okay, so Baron is up. These guys aren't doing Baron. There's no fucking way. I know for a fact that these guys are not going to start Baron while I am on the map, like, and not being seen. There's just no way. So I'm going to continue and find shit that I can take. I take the Raptors. Fight breaks out here, and I take my sweet ass time with this engage. I gotta be extremely careful here, because if I die, then they go for Baron, but they might go for Baron anyway. I go for an RFOE engage. Viega goes in, takes the body, and I arrive just in time to pick him up and get a shutdown. Very good, re-engaged by my team. Look at the Victor, looking mighty juicy. EQ autostack W is going to finish him off even without isolation. Look at that Muramana doing work. Unfortunately, the Aatrox is just really strong, and that's the sort of situation where Aatrox thrives, so he's going to just mop the floor with our team. Unfortunately, I know better, and I just immediately leave. Thankfully, Aatrox didn't chase me down. I think we probably would have got aced if we, you know, if he decided to chase me down, then I probably, yeah, probably would have got aced, but, you know, we don't. Very good. Now, I'm trying to get my Edge of Night here before everyone respawns for Baron. And this little fuckhead takes my red. Of course he does. I was actually really annoyed after that. I was really annoyed after that. I was like, this motherfucker, bro. Because of that, he just lost the game, like right there and there. He, you know, right? Like he should not have taken that red. He cost his team the game by doing that. Anyway, doesn't matter. Still get the Edge of Night. And now we're going to just try and look for a chance to maybe take Baron. And so I'm gonna look topside and look for a potential assassination opportunity. Good pings by Renekton here, ping into retreat. This is something you want to do. Like do what Renekton just did there, which is like ping back. Very important. Looking for an in, looking to get into the bush here, but I get spotted. Unfortunate. And then I see wolves, so I'm like, oh shit, money. So I'm gonna take that. Because there's not really anything happening. Although what I should be technically doing is looking for an engage on the top side here. We can see Rel recalling on the ward. See, like, if I was there, I could probably chunk the Rel down really, really hard, and maybe we gain some vision in the top side after that, and, you know, maybe something comes out of that. I don't know, man. I don't have to do that, but, you know, maybe that's the wisest choice. But instead, I choose to get my camps, and I'm ever so closer to level 6 here. Viega's gonna go in on the Renekton here. Corki lost out of his mind. EQ auto attack just gets deleted. Look at that damage. Fucking beautiful, Muramana. We're gonna get that pick, and then we're going to try and take down this tower. Very good. We're gonna be able to do so successfully. Very, very good. Rel appears out of nowhere. Very nice. And you can see I'm a tick off of level 16, so we do try to get that, Tinjus, you know? We want to try and get that, but, you know, nothing really up to take. So I'm going to head into this bush, see if I can maybe look for an isolation opportunity. Still unseen. Rel is going to come and clear the vision, and I decide, perfect, this is a good chance. Blow her up immediately, jump on the Viego, except I miss my jump. Get a massive ISO Q on the Victor. He flashes out there, unfortunately. Not enough follow-up to finish him off, but very, very good. Oh, wait, he dies. What? Wait, how did he die? Is it AP Twitch or what? Fuck. Must have died to the poison. Insane, actually. That's actually pretty insane. For us, going to be able to take the Baron off that, and then basically the game's over. I got like, Evo. I've got Evo E. Got level 16, baby. Gonna use Baron and take this top side. Enemy team is gonna get Dragon, but it's all good. It's only Cloud Drake, so really not too worried about that at all. I mean, if there's one dragon I would be more than okay to give over, it would be Cloud Drake. Like, all the other dragons are just insanely good, but then Cloud Drake is only sort of good on certain champs. It's great on Kha'Zix, but, you know, you'd much rather have other stuff for sure. Anyway, our last item gonna be the Tiamat, Profane Hydra. Sorry, Profane. Like, you know, Profane is just king. If once you get Profane, the champ just feels great. But the thing is that I don't buy it early because I need these other stuff. I need this other stuff to be useful, so I decide not to. Yeah, I don't know. I used to be a massive fan of Profane first, but I just like, I don't know. I just don't feel like I can afford to buy it in a lot of games. You can technically run it second instead of Muramana, but I mean, just look at the, like, hello? Just look at the mana damage. And you'll be like, oh no, okay, now I understand why you go Muramana. Just ridiculous. This is a risky engage. Don't really want to jump when we're trying to siege, like that's a bad habit of mine. But you know, we're just sieging the tower here successfully. This guy walks way too forward, goes for some weird ass play, and he dies as a result. Very good, very, very good. Going to move up topside here and take this away. And yeah, game's looking pretty damn good now. Not really much else to say here. This is the kind of situation where Kha'Zix is sort of boring. You know, people are just sitting back behind the towers, and you sort of have to just try and siege as best as you can. Like this, for example, engage comes through, but do I want to go in here? Absolutely fucking not, because that would be suicide. Yeah, just not something you want to do. what we do here instead is just threaten them away from our cannon minions so that the cannon minions slowly take down the tower. And that's what they're doing here. My team going in and suiciding is actually distracting them away from the cannon minions. And he actually manages to get the fucking tower. I find my chance to go in. I get the engage. Get the Aatrox. This guy tries to go in on me. Playing it safe. Try and W flash Q on him, but I don't know what to say though. That's just really fucking messy. I end up dying to a few fucking auto attacks because my champ is unbelievably squishy. But yeah, I was really confident in that scenario that I could have, you know, just killed everyone there. But I only managed to get the Viego because he has armor. Just, you know, just a little bit of armor is enough to sort of ruin Assassin's days. But anyway, that's gonna get me Profane Hydra with an elixir, and that's full build, baby. So I can basically just waltz in and blow everything up. But you know, there's not going to be too much more of that because the game is coming to an end. I will say though, yeah, for sure, give the Muramana second a try because, like, you guys have no idea how much League I played. I must have played about a lot. I played a lot of League. I was desperate to try and figure out what the hell was going wrong in this patch. And I tried literally everything. And the one thing I didn't try was Muramana. And, you know, I was losing basically every game with terrible performances. Until I tried Muramana. And I haven't lost with it yet. So, I don't know if it's just a coincidence. I highly doubt it's not. But yeah, this build feels really, really good. Definitely give this Muramana build a try. Because it saved Kha'Zix for me, personally. I don't know. Game just felt so unplayable when I wasn't running this build, but yeah. Anyway, I'm just kind of hanging back here. Not really much I need to do. I just have to sort of wait and bide my time until something happens. Maybe we get Dragon, or my team finishes sieging bot lane. But yeah, I'm not really useful in this scenario. Maybe I can just hang around, look for a pick, and yeah, come to clear the wave again. Viego wants to go on me. Bro, try me, bro. I could fucking... I mean, there's minions here, but, you know, try me without the minions, bro, right there. That's just Kha'Zix in a nutshell, right? Try me without the minions, bro. Come here. Yeah, look at this. Nice death stance, bro. I full combo him and finish him off with a Profane Hydra, and he dies to the death stance. Give him a bit of disrespect. Sorry, I really dislike Viego at the moment. Very disgusting character. But, yeah, that is, you know, now we're just trying to end the game. Engage comes through. I look for a double jump, but I'm washed up. Unfortunate. So you can kill with a W, and that's the game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give this build a try. I'm back. It's good to be back. Good to see you all again. Make sure to subscribe if you're new for some reason. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. Catch you later. I will be back very soon.